Welcome to the Chapter 9 lab tutorial. The first part of the lab will involve some pretty basic interpretation of frontal sketches. You'll be shown images like these and asked what kind of front the sketch represents or what kind of weather might be expected in a certain location based on where the fronts are located. These problems are explained clearly throughout the chapter, and some of them may even show up on the test. Next, you'll be analyzing some weather observations to determine when various fronts pass through an area. This is problem 1 from chapter 9, found on page 269. You are to refer to table A in the book, which is also found on page 269, which provides weather observations for Champaign, Illinois, over a 3-day period as a mid-latitude cyclone passed through the area. You are then to answer the following questions, keeping in mind the general wind and temperature changes expected with the passage of fronts. The first 3 parts of the problem have you determine when a warm front passed through the area, explain why you determined that, and also explain why there was a slight dip in temperature even during the warm front. The last 3 parts of the problem have you determine when a cold front passed through the area and why you determined that. You are also to figure out what kind of front was moving through the area during the thunderstorms. I'm not going to give you any examples for this. My greatest piece of advice is right in the problem. Keep in mind the general wind and temperature changes expected with the passage of fronts. Lastly, you will visit the NOAA Watch website to look at the current weather map. Here, you will be writing a brief summary of what's going on across the United States with regards to fronts and high and low pressure systems. Below the map, you will find a summary written out, but please write your own summary only using NOAA's summary for help if you are really confused. In case you don't know, NOAA stands for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They are the government agency in charge of the National Weather Service and many other atmospheric and oceanic-related agencies. NOAA falls under the U.S. Department of Commerce. Once you are done with all your answers, you will need to submit your answers on Blackboard in the Chapter 9 lab answer sheet. That's all for this lab. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and have a good week.